Imagine for a moment that our universe extends beyond the 3 dimensions we are familiar with, and even beyond the 4th dimension of time. Today, I will take you to a realm where the rules governing our world are completely shattered, where time is not merely a linear arrow, but rather a fabric that we can manipulate at will. In this place, countless universes coexist, each brimming with endless possibilities. We are not delving into science fiction. These are hidden realities that modern physics is just beginning to uncover. Together, we will unravel the mysteries of 11 dimensions, journeying from the simplicity of a single point in the void to the intricate and expansive webs of parallel universes. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to control time, or what it would be like to possess the ability to be in multiple places simultaneously? Perhaps you have considered how it might feel to exist beyond physical form, in a realm of pure energy and infinite potential. As we progress, you will come to understand that each dimension serves as a doorway toward possibilities that challenge our imagination and perhaps bring us closer to understanding what we might call divine. So if you've ever felt that reality is much deeper than what we perceive at first glance, watch this video until the end, as it will become increasingly fascinating as we progress. You have likely already heard about the first 3 dimensions, length, width, and height, which allow us to navigate through space. There is also the 4th dimension, which is time. In space, we can move freely backward, forward, up, and down. However, with time, we can only advance forward and have no control over this dimension. Now, imagine if we could control not only space but also time, moving at will both to the past and the future. This would grant us extraordinary powers, as we could alter our reality and experiences according to our wishes. But what if we could control not just these 4 dimensions? If not all 11 dimensions exist, the individual who achieves this would possess such immense power that they would resemble a deity, capable of actions beyond any limits we can conceive. Now that we are prepared for this remarkable journey, let us begin by exploring what we already understand, the first 4 dimensions. We will examine each dimension one by one. Let's start with the 0 dimension, now. In this space, everything is reduced to the most fundamental element, a point that has no length, width, or height, merely a point without shape or volume. It represents the beginning of everything, yet simultaneously the end of nothing. Now, let's move on to the 1st dimension. Picture that point extending in a single direction. You now have a line. This line possesses length, but nothing more. In this one-dimensional universe, there is only forward and backward, with no up or down, no left or right. For a being existing in this dimension, the world is merely a straight line, devoid of surprises or detours. In the 2nd dimension, things become a bit more complex, more intriguing here. In addition to length, we introduce width. This is the realm of flat shapes, such as squares, circles, and triangles. Imagine living in such a universe. Everything is flat, with no depth. A 2-dimensional being would struggle to grasp the concept of up or down. It could only move forward, backward, left, or right. It would be akin to existing within an infinite sheet of paper. And while this may seem restrictive, their entire world is contained within that plane. Now, let's to our familiar environment, the 3rd dimension, where we add a depth, creating volume. Welcome to our 3-dimensional world, where we can move freely forward and backward, side to side and up and down. This is the universe we experience every day, filled with what? Solid objects like cubes, spheres, and anything that can occupy space. In the 3rd dimension, we have the freedom to move and explore in all directions of space. But our journey doesn't end here. Let's take a step into the 4th dimension, time. Although we inhabit a 3-dimensional world, our lives are deeply intertwined with time. Time is what allows events to unfold and change to take place. We are continuously moving forward in this dimension, and while we can recall the past, we cannot return to it, nor can we leap ahead into the future. This constraint is part of what defines our humanity, but it also grants us a sense of progress and history. Imagine what it would be like to have control over time, to navigate not only through space but also through time, moving backward and forward at will. It would feel like possessing superpowers. Yet, in our reality, we are tethered to a constant flow into the future. And this is one of the greatest limitations that shape our existence. So far, we have delved into the first 4 dimensions, those we can perceive and comprehend. Now, we are about to cross the threshold into the unknown, exploring the higher dimensions, starting with the 5th. The 5th dimension can be seen as an expanded version of our reality. Imagine that, in addition to moving forward and backward in time, you can also leap between different timelines. In this dimension, time is not a straight line, but rather a vast field of possibilities. Consider each choice you make, turning left instead of right, accepting a job or declining it. Every one of these decisions creates parallel realities. The 5th dimension is the realm of all those timelines, where every possible version of your life and the universe exists simultaneously. If we could perceive the 5th dimension, we would have the opportunity to explore all the paths not taken and see how our lives might have unfolded had we made different choices. But that's not all. In the 5th dimension, you are not just limited to traveling along a single timeline, you can also exist in multiple locations at once. Imagine being able to be present in several places, each engaged in different activities. At the same time, you could be working, enjoying a stroll, and traveling around the world all at once. This idea not only challenges our understanding of time, but also of identity and experience. For an entity residing in the 5th dimension, reality becomes a kaleidoscope of endless possibilities, all unfolding simultaneously. Now, let's move to the 6th dimension, where the notion of multiple realities expands even further. Here, we delve into the concept of parallel universes, commonly referred to as the multiverse. The 6th dimension enables us to not only leap between timelines within a single universe, but also to explore entirely different universes, where the laws of physics may differ slightly, yet all share the same starting point, the Big Bang. In this vast framework, every possible version of our universe, along with its varied pasts and futures, coexists. Imagine for a moment having access to every potential past and future of your life, but not just that. Yours, and those of every being in every corner of the cosmos, could reveal how a minor alteration in the past might trigger a chain of events leading to a completely different present. You could witness universes where the course of human history took drastically different paths, where great civilizations never fell, or where entirely distinct species evolved to dominate the Earth. The 6th dimension does not just present a breathtaking view of what might have been, it also offers an endless perspective on all the possible forms our universe could have taken. And if you think that is remarkable, wait until you reach the 7th dimension. Here, we are no longer constrained by the necessity of a shared beginning, like the Big Bang. The 7th dimension harbors universes with physical laws and origins that are entirely different from our own. This level of existence allows for not only events to change, but also the very rules that govern them. In being different, in the 7th dimension, possibilities are truly limitless. Imagine universes where time flows backward, where gravity operates in reverse, or where life evolves according to principles that we cannot even begin to comprehend. In this dimension, you might discover realms where life as we know it makes no sense, where beings of pure energy exist in a state of collective consciousness, or where dark matter is the predominant form of existence. The 7th dimension represents the ultimate frontier of what is possible, and what is impossible, a place where the boundaries of human imagination are completely shattered. The 8th dimension is a level at which physical existence, as we understand it, simply loses all meaning. Visualize a universe where everything you know, people, objects, even the tiniest particles like atoms and quarks, have no physical presence. In the 8th dimension, everything is pure information and potential. There is no touch, no matter, only concepts and forms. Energized without mass, resembles a vast ocean of codes and possibilities, akin to the digital realm we have established through computing, but on a cosmic and multidimensional scale. In this plane, you can envision the 8th dimension as an immense network, a space where everything that can exist is already present, though not in a tangible form. Here, all potential realities are arranged like data within an infinite matrix, accessible at any moment and from any location. Consider this as an endless field of pure potentials, where what we refer to as reality can be reorganized at will. It represents a level of existence where perception, rather than matter, defines what is real. Now, let us move on to the 9th dimension. At this level, the barriers between universes begin to crumble even further. If the 8th dimension was a realm of formless possibilities, the 9th introduces the coexistence of countless divergent realities. In the 9th dimension, multiple civilizations, species and forms exist side by side. In life, different realities can coexist within the same space and time without even being aware of one another. It is a realm where numerous realities intertwine like a quantum superposition, but on a macroscopic and multidimensional scale. To grasp this concept more clearly, picture yourself in a room filled with thousands of radio stations, broadcasting on various frequencies. Each frequency represents a unique universe, a distinct plane of existence. Although all these frequencies occupy the same space, only one can be heard at a time if you tune into the right one. In the 9th dimension, these universes exist simultaneously and in the same location, yet each adheres to its own set of laws and realities without interfering with one another. An entity residing in the 9th dimension could perceive all these realities at once, moving freely among them, much like changing channels on a cosmic television. At this level, each universe may possess its own physical laws and its own flow of time, their own ways of life, each so distinct from the others that they might seem to belong to a completely alien reality. For instance, could it be that a universe in the 9th dimension is governed by laws where gravity pushes instead of pulling, or where life evolves not based on light, but in a sea of total darkness? The 10th dimension, the dimension of all dimensions, presents a level of complexity so vast and infinitely intricate that fully grasping it is nearly impossible for the human mind. The 10th dimension encompasses every possible reality and universe, from the 1st to the 9th dimension, and extends beyond, bringing together all conceivable pasts, presents, and futures of every imaginable universe. It is a collection of collections, the ultimate framework in which everything that can happen has happened and will happen. We have journeyed from the simplest to the extraordinarily complex, yet one final aspect remains, a dimension yet to be explored. The 11th dimension is the pinnacle of what we understand as the fabric of the universe. This dimension encompasses all others, where the most profound